Hey Lakewood. So this is going to be a quick recording on the dual enrollment process that every student here at Lakewood High School has an opportunity to do. I'm going to roll through some key facts on it, and then I'll set you free to do whatever it is you've got planned for the rest of the day. Alright, so dual enrollment. This is where you're able to have your plans after high school paid for by our school. So some objectives. Following this recording, you should be able to define dual enrollment. You should be able to identify who is eligible for dual enrollment, understand what types of programs exist, and then be able to identify the first steps of the enrollment process. You also need to be aware of the financial responsibilities that you could be taking on by pursuing this. So what is dual enrollment? This is high school enrollment while also taking some sort of course of study or class at a college or trade school. You're going to be able to do this at a local college or at any trade programs that participate in dual enrollment. The really cool thing here is that the high school actually picks up the bill. You're able to earn college credit and high school credit by successfully passing with a C or better these courses. You're able to take a max of 10 classes during your high school time. So, is it hard? Yeah, it's hard. What makes this difficult is that it's a student-driven process. It's not that the classes necessarily are hard. It's that it puts a lot on you, on your shoulders, to be able to get through the process. That's the biggest part about this. We have sat down in the counseling department and revamped what this process looks like to make it student-centered. You drive it. You are going to be expected to accomplish certain things by certain deadlines, and if you're not able to do that, then you aren't currently mature enough to participate in the program. No worries, if you miss some deadlines, we'll be able to get you next semester. But really, it's not hard, right? These classes that you're going to be taking, they're what you're interested in. So it's not like you're sitting in a math class that you're not interested in, or having to take English when you really just, I already speak English, why am I taking more English? No, this is courses that you say, I want to take. These are things that you are interested in, or they relate to a program that you want to study. All right, eligibility. So you've got to be in high school, 9th through 12th grade. You've got to have certain qualifying scores based upon whatever program you proceed into. And you've got to be enrolled in no less than one high school class. The course of study must match your EDP, what you do in Zello. We've been harping on this all year. That's why what you do in Zello matters. If you say that you want to be a welder in Zello, but then you turn around and apply for a nursing program, we're not going to approve that. We're going to sit down with you and we're going to have a conversation about where is this disconnect? What is it that you really want to do? And we're going to make sure that what you put in Zello, your EDP, matches what you actually end up doing through dual enrollment. So, can you change or drop classes? All right. If you decide to drop a class and it is after the charge date for that college, then you are on the hook for the bill. We are not going to pay that. You have to drop the class prior to the drop date. Now, if you drop a class through dual enrollment, more than likely, you're going to be deficient high school credit because we won't be able to change your schedule for you at that point in time. Also, if you are approved to take a class like English 101, and that's what you put on your application, we say you're good to go with that, but then you turn around and try to change it at the community college, Davenport, wherever, to say even English 102, when we get that statement saying English 102, we need to pay it, we're not going to pay it. We didn't authorize English 102, we authorized English 101. So it's very important that you not deviate from the process that we approved. Okay. Qualifying programs. Any class that is not offered here at the high school is a class that you can do through dual enrollment. Exceptions would be activities or elective classes. So you can't do PE or any sort of religious class. Religious classes aren't authorized because of the fact that there are public dollars paying for that and you can't pay for religious education with These classes that you take should relate to a degree or certificate completion option. Example would be physics. You can take physics, right? We don't currently offer physics at our high school, and physics directly relates to an associate's degree. Perfect. Fire sciences. We don't offer that here, but fire sciences directly relates to a certificate program. You go and take the fire sciences program, and then you're prepared to go on to firehouse and go to fire school to become an actual firefighter. EMT training. You could take EMT training courses, right? Again, that goes on and gets certified. You become a paramedic. Astronomy. We don't offer astronomy, so you could take an astronomy class. Again, it directly relates to an associate's degree, and it's a program, a course study that we don't offer here at the high school. So, are you interested? First step, I gotta watch this recording. Check, you got one down already. The next step, you gotta talk to your family, all right? You're gonna speak with them and see if they think this is appropriate for you. That's a conversation. They know you very well, and you have to be able to say, mom, dad, auntie, uncle, whomever, this is something I want to do, and this is why I think I'll be successful. If they're on board, your next step, schedule a meeting with your school counselor. We'll talk you through the process and make sure that you understand the ins and outs of the expectations that you're going to get. If you still want to go further with the process, we're going to hand you, and by hand you, I mean email you, the dual enrollment packet. You need to read it and understand what you're doing. In the packet, there is a checklist. You're going to go through that checklist in order, from top to bottom, and make sure that you complete everything in order. There are due dates. I'm going to hit on this again. If you don't get your items turned in on time, then the end result is you're not going to be able to proceed into the program. We're going to close your application, and you're welcome to reapply the next semester. And don't forget this really important part, all right? If you happen to fail the course, you have to pay the bill. So if you get below a D minus 60%, it's on you to pay the bill at that point. The school forfeits any requirement to do that, and you'll be prohibited from participating in any more dual enrollment until you've paid that bill. So that's it for now. If you do have any further questions, just make an appointment with your school counselor, and we will walk you through the remainder of any concerns that you have.